Stream has begun. Wait for some people to show up. Oh wow, 11, right out the gate. Okay. Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, and welcome to another Soul Calibur 6 live stream. Yeah. Again, in the morning, which is becoming the new regular time, because I think more people are alive at this time than at like 2 o'clock at night or whatever I was doing before. Seems to be working at least. I mean, convincing myself to wake up is the only hard part. But I'm here, and yeah, I know it's night, and some, yeah, for some people it is still night, but for me it's morning. And yeah. Oh yeah, well that's fine, heck, we'll just do it without you. Which means I'll probably just have to fight Dog and probably end up losing a whole bunch, but that's fine. Okay, so I didn't get the chance to play this much over the past week, so I didn't really make many new creations, but I did make some. I made 4, and I'll show those off before we start, because that's how I like to start every Soul Calibur, is by showing off my character creations. I mean, these are all the ones I've made, period. I'm not going to go into them individually, but you can see lots of familiar characters. Yeah. How long am I streaming? Until 2:30, so, yeah, about 2.5 hours. Or 3.5 hours, I mean. Okay. So yeah, first one I made was inspired by the recent Ruby episode. It's Maria, when she was younger. Yeah. I mean, the mask isn't quite right, it's not a skull mask, but it is about the same shape. And she's got the hood, and something kind of similar to what she wears. Not perfect. And getting the skirt, she has like a 2-part skirt, so I just kind of used a sticker to get 2 colors, and I don't think it looks very great, but yeah, what can you do? And I gave her the big scythe, even though there were a lot of options with her. I mean, I could have given her the same thing I gave Emerald, the chain sickles. That might have made sense, because you get like 2 of them attached. And also, his weapon might have made sense too, because it's got that ability that she used to like join and split apart. But none of them were scythe-shaped, so I just couldn't do it. And I mean, the important thing is that it's a scythe, because she is the Grim Reaper, and just that's the whole idea. It's got to be a scythe. So that's my attempt at Maria. Did I hear that there might be one last season of Teen Titans going on soon? Yeah, I've heard that rumor for a while now, and if that is the case, that's pretty exciting. I'd probably react to that. So I'd have to revisit the first few seasons, because it's been like a really long time since I've seen it, so I don't really remember a whole lot. Okay, next one I did was Selvaria from the first Valkyria Chronicles. I'm currently playing Valkyria Chronicles 4, as a lot of you know. Having fun with that, but here's one of the iconic characters from the first game, Selvaria Bless, with I think a pretty good recreation of her Valkyria outfit. The gloves were hard. That took a lot of stickers to get the white on there. And the pants are not quite right. They're more... Yeah, I don't know. And same with the boots. But it's pretty close. You can tell who it is. And the weapon I gave her was this. I mean, it's kind of similar to her Valkyria Lance. It's the big thing. It's kind of... I don't know. I mean, hers is a bit more fancy, but it's got an idea. Yeah, I just didn't have time for Valkyria Frunkles for last week. I meant to get to it, but I just never did, and then it didn't happen. It takes 4 hours. I mean, it's fun. It's a plain video game, so it's not really that stressful or anything, but it takes 4 hours, and I just didn't have it last week. So yeah, that's our Valkyria. Next up, someone a lot of you will be familiar with, it's Twilight Sparkle. Yeah, I still haven't made all the main 6, so here's another one, and it's, of course, her Equestria Girls. Just her main Equestria Girls outfit. With the other main 6, I've kind of gotten a bit more creative with outfits I've gone with, but Twilight, I just went with her basic main one, and I think that worked out pretty well. Yeah. The skirt detail was the real thing. I mean, you gotta get all the stars. And they're 5-pointed stars, which sucks. I mean, she's supposed to have 6-pointed stars, but all they have is the 5, so it's not quite right, but it's pretty close. And yeah, they're Twilight. And I gave her as well, just because magic. I don't know why she would have holy. That's just too normal. So yeah. The daily motion termination stuff, I'm going to work on that this week. I'm going to start restoring all the cartoon series today. I got anime done Friday, which didn't take that long. But cartoons is going to take a lot longer because that's pretty much all of Steven Universe, pretty much all of Starverses, except for the recent stuff, and a good portion of Adventure Time. I think it's most of like it's a lot of Samurai Jack, just a lot of stuff in general that was over there. So this game is Soul Calibur 6. It's a fighting game, but I'm showing off my custom character creations first, which is why we got like MLP. And finally, because one of you suggested it in the comments, I went ahead and tried to make Miss Joke, mostly because I knew I could. I mean, it's a very minor My Hero character, I know, and there are probably other more major ones I could have tried, but I knew she was doable because there's a bandana and poofy pants in this game, and that's basically the main thing. The top was weird, without sleeves, and there really aren't many options, but painting this one just all the same color and painting a little bit on her chest there to make it kind of, not really, but sort of have the same effect as just her solid sleeveless top. I think it works. And they're just circles across her waist, not smiley faces, because I couldn't do smiley faces, because there aren't any. But yeah, there she is, and I gave her Talam's weapon. I mean, as far as I know, she just punches things, so that's close enough. Am I going to react to Angry Video Game Nerd Cheetah Man? If it gets requested via Patreon, that's really probably the only way. I want to see it, but I mean, I don't know. Can I make Ruby? I have. I'll show you them, though, since you ask. Here's Yang. My attempt at Yang. One of the first ones I made. So, yeah, that's Yang. Here's Weiss. Here's Blake. And where's Ruby herself? There she is. And here's Ruby. My Ruby shows a little bit more skin, I guess, than the normal one. But, yeah, I think it's pretty good. I like how that rose turned out. I forgot how... I haven't used this one in a while. But, there she is. And I've made other Ruby characters too, but that's Team Ruby. That's all I'll show for now. You'll probably see more when I do online here in a bit. Do I think you can make some red versus blue characters? Yeah, I don't think I can. I mean, there's no Halo armor, so what would I do? I mean, yeah, the only ones I can really make probably is the ones I've seen their face. Maybe, Carolina, I could make something to do with her. I'd have to get creative with a weapon, but I know what she looks like facially, so I could do her without the helmet, and then just kind of give her armor that just sort of gives the idea of, her armor. Because, I mean, there just aren't... I mean, maybe there's a helmet that kind of looks like some of them. I don't know. I mean, I could look. I could try. I haven't even thought of red versus blue just because it seems like it's not really something very doable. Yeah. I mean, maybe I should try and look into that. Maybe try and make Carolina. Yeah, I made Momo. That was one of the first ones I made. Here she is. Her outfit is pretty simple. And of course it's not perfect. But there are some nice touches like the shelf and stuff like that. And the hair isn't nearly big enough. That poof on the top, it should be gigantic ponytail. But, I mean, the colors are right. And I gave her a staff because that seems to be her go-to default when she makes a weapon. And yes, 100% of my custom characters are female. I've made, I've made, what, 65 now, and they're all female. I don't think I need stream mods. I mean, I'd consider it if I felt like that was something I needed, but I don't think the stream is really that busy to need a mod. So, I'm not gonna do that. So, Dog, do you want to start with online, or should I not? Should I do the single player first? I'm pretty sure I know what you're gonna say. And I should also ask, does anyone else have this game? Does anyone else want to play me at it, or is it just gonna be Dog? I'm open. Do you really, Xavier? Oh yeah, that's the thing. It was like you were always you were one of the ones who faked me out there. Yeah, I know a lot of people are at school right now. It's what happens on a Monday morning. So for now, I'll just send it to Dog. If anyone else wants to play, send me a friend request and tell me you want in, and I'll add you. I'll invite you. Okay.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Okay, and I'll use my 4 new ones first. Starting with Maria.
Soul Calibur,
Soul Calibur, I mean, I'm playing it on PlayStation 4. So if you want to play me, you gotta get the PS4 version. But it's available on other consoles as well, I think. It's on Xbox at least. Probably PC. I don't know for sure though.
The cacophony of battle cuts through the deathly
There's no
silence
Switch
of an
version.
invitation to madness.
Let's go. I want to finish this up quick.
Battle 1. Fight!
There we go. Good start.
Battle 2. Fight!
They're a little pissed now, aren't they?
Battle 3. Fight!
Dante.
Stand. Fight to your
Oh, you
last
got your own PS4? That's cool.
4. Fight!
Relax. Don't cry now. Nighty night. Just a little more.
Huh. 2-2.
Final battle. Fight!
This is all I got. Take this.
Ooh, what? How did that do that much?
The battle is
Shouldn't be
over.
that
Show
powerful.
respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
God damn it.
My journey continues.
Oh, Austin, you're playing this? I mean... Really, probably the easiest thing to do would be to send me a friend request if you want in. Stumpy the Walrus, as you can see on the screen. Send that, and if you want in, I'll send you the invite after I get the request. I mean, that would be easier than me having to add you.
Welcome to the stage of history.
And that goes for anyone who wants in on the game. Best character I created? I don't know. There's a lot that I'm pretty proud of. I mean, I like my... well, I gotta pick. But I think, I mean, this Toru's good. That's really good. Solaria.
Soul of Siegfried.
I shall fix.
This'll be a pleasure.
Who will I main in Smash?
A history of conflict.
Probably the Fire Emblem characters. Lucinia, maybe, or
Let's get this over with.
I don't know.
You won't get any pity from me. Battle 1. Fight!
Yes, this game is online. I'm currently playing online. Damn it! I had that one. I just needed one hit. You just didn't let me have it. I couldn't get up.
Battle 2. Fight!
Ooh. Screw you. I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna play this very long.
Victory will not come easily. It must
It'd be mostly single player today.
Battle 3. Fight!
Pissing me off. Doing pretty good that first round and then just
claim victory and bask in the glory.
Oh, that scene was, huh, that's cool. Yeah, I seriously did not remember that at all in the actual DBZ that she was shown. So, I'm not surprised. But, it looked just like footage. I mean, other than the Harry Potter poster, which, I mean, that could have just been photoshopped in. So,
Soul of as well.
Face me.
This'll be a pleasure.
Rarity Dash. His quirk, shipping. Every time he sees two female characters he really likes, he'll ship them. His power gets stronger every... Yeah, sounds about right. The tournament in this game? I don't know. You could probably do tournaments. I think probably people hold tournaments.
A merchant ship replete with riches attracts more chaos than customers.
Let's get this fight started.
You won't get any pity from me. Battle 1.
Come on, Twilight.
Ready.
will not come easily. It must be seized.
We got rid of Twilight's shirt. That's great.
Battle 2. Fight!
Go. How did I get that character? I made a Twilight. All these are custom creations.
Stand. Fight to your last breath. Battle 3. Fight! Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Not going so well today. Yeah, and the friendship wasn't enough. Would I agree that Rigby and Griffin are similar? Griffin... Griffin... I don't know who you're talking about there.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Well, that is true. I'm not going to argue with that.
Soul of Talum.
Oh, Griff. Oh. Rigby and Griff? Kinda. I don't know. I think they're... Griff was never that obnoxious. I mean... And, yeah, Griff seems lazy in a different way.
At this old sea keep.
I mean, maybe there is a similarity, but,
Bring it on.
I don't know, they don't really give me the same vibe.
Battle 1. Fight.
Next week, I think I might do this again, mostly because, we have a DLC, coming out this week, finally. So, I might go one more week with Soul Calibur. Yeah, that voice for Twilight is really accurate. Can I put any power that I want in a character? I mean, you have to base it on the movesets of the existing Soul Calibur characters. That's how it works. You give it to one of them. pretty cheap way to win a round, I know. But I saw I had a little bit sliver more health. That's probably the only one I'm going to win, though, for this.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
Battle 4. Fight!
Want a beating?
I don't went over. Yeah.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
And now back to the road.
Would I rather lose 100 matches in a row or hang out? I don't think hanging out with Jerry would be that bad. Nothing wrong with Jerry. If you can send me a friend request, then I'll accept it. Austin, just send it to Stumpy the Walrus, which really is my PSN ID because I can't change it. When I start My Hero, I'll probably rotate just because I'm gonna still have an interest in Soul Calibur. Oh, I just used her. Why? Pick something more interesting than that. So I did do pretty well first, so maybe this is a chance to win.
You won't get any pity from me. Battle 1. Fight!
God damn it.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
Battle 2. Fight! Too easy! This is it!
Crap.
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Battle 3. Fight!
Damn it. Oh well.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
Could have done it with my eyes closed.
Wow. Fuck. It's Bonetta. Yeah, I'll take it.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Can I play with the Rainbow Dash? Okay, I can use Rainbow Dash if you want to see her. I mean, I'll always take requests if you guys want a particular character creation I've done.
This'll be a pleasure.
Can I take the fetish test? I mean, I don't know. That would be weird. Is that a thing? Yes, I have several My Hero characters. I mean, basically all the girls you can name. With a few exceptions, I think. Obviously, there's no Toru. This is the only major console I have. I'm gonna get a Switch eventually to play Fire Emblem, and I'll get Smash when I do, but for now... Okay, I'll do Mina after this.
Battle 1. Fight!
Oh, Rainbow Dash, you're just getting busted up.
Stand. Fight to your last breath. Battle 2. Fight!
God damn it. So close.
Victory will not come easily.
I already said on Smash I'm probably gonna main the Fire Emblem characters, particularly Lucinia and maybe the... probably her because I'm more used to like the actual... I mean, in the previous ones that I played, I was like maining Marth and all them, so that'll be similar. But I know they have like the Avatar characters too, so the Robin and the other one. So I might experiment with that, see how I like it. I didn't really play the 3DS Smash more than just like a couple times, so I don't really know how a lot of these characters play. Nice. He thought he had that one.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
It would really be a lot easier if you sent me one, a friend request, because I wouldn't have to stop the stream. Well, damn. Can I play as Pong? I can do Pinky. I think someone requested Mina first.
Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
What was my opinion on the famous and biggest ships of MHA out there? That they're all inferior to Momo and Kyoka. Overlord, it's gonna be every Thursday until I'm done with it, until I'm caught up. And no Momo and Todoroki, that's lame. And no Anthropy Anthrogummy is not hot. No Anthrogummy. That should not be a thing.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
So we said Mina.
Soul of Tira.
I cannot lose.
Mineta and Froppy. I mean, I'd be okay with that, I guess.
The desire for
I
power
don't know.
leads the warriors to the arid desert.
Okay, let's get this started.
Bring it on.
Battle 1. Fight!
Nope. Well, there we go.
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Yes, that's Dante. It's always Dante with him.
Battle
He does nothing else but Dante. Various Dantes. Yeah, not doing so hot with Mina here.
Stand. Fight to your last breath. Battle 3.
Well, his is a character creation too. Dante is not in this game. Unless you make him.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
My journey continues.
And there we go. No, I don't. Just Kyoka is with
Welcome to the
Momo.
stage
That's
of
how it's
history.
supposed to be. And someone said Pinky, right? The other Pinky? I mean, that is Mina's hero name. Oh, we'll go with Pinky.
Soul of Yoshimitsu. This'll be a pleasure.
Yeah, I'll react to that video probably now that I'm caught up on my hero. I'll probably do that pretty soon, I would think. Okay, I'll do Momo next.
In a cursed castle hall, warriors dance in a masquerade of death.
Okay, let's get this started.
Yes, it is Coinky Dink Pinky.
You won't get any pity from me.
Battle 1. Fight! Stand. Fight to your last breath. Battle 2. Fight!
I don't think it is the official voice of Pinky, but I mean, I don't know who the voice actors they got for this are. I stand no chance here. He's not gonna let me do any of the stuff that I actually need to know how to do with this moveset, so it's kind of pointless.
It must be seized.
Really, all I know how to do with the Yoshimitsu is the fun stuff. I don't know how to actually play good with it. Nah, I didn't even really try.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Not real much point.
Only the strong survive.
go, Momo.
Welcome to the stage of history retold. Soul of Killick.
Come, let's be up.
This will be a pleasure.
A single slash can cut even the frozen air in two.
You wish to fight me?
Wow. Yes, she can. That would be cute.
Any pity from me. Battle 1. Fight! Too easy.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
Battle 2. Fight!
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Battle 3. Fight!
Ugh. Now, did anyone, any other requests for characters you want me to
Battle
use?
is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
Only the strong.
If not, I'll go back to random.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
No, I don't have Robin.
I'm ready to take you on.
Oh, okay, Sunset Shimmer.
The cacophony of battle cuts through the deathly silence in an invitation to madness.
You look nice and tough.
Bring it on.
Battle 1. Fight!
Yeah, I'm pretty tired of the Dante thing. Gotta say.
Battle 2. Fight!
would get seriously bored using the same character over and over again.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
Battle 3. Fight!
No mercy! Like this? We'll crush you!
Nami, no? I've not really seen much One Piece, so...
Victory and bask in the glory.
We'll crush you! My journey continues.
I disagree. I think there is something a bit more to Momo and Jiro. So I don't buy anything with her and Kaminari as romantic. It just... she likes messing with him. I don't think there's anything else to it. And she seems pretty interested in
Welcome to
Momo.
the stage of history retold.
Just from her reactions and everything. Oh, you can actually play Gonzo? Oh god. Yeah, I just read the second yeah, that doubt was very warranted there, dog.
This'll be a pleasure.
Oh, hi, Blake.
The winds fan the flames of the warriors' fighting spirits.
You wish to fight me?
You won't get any pity from me.
Yes. Yes, she is.
Battle 1. Fight! Ready. Easy.
Wonderful.
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Yeah, probably not going to do much of this time.
Battle 2. Fight!
Probably just an hour and a half, and then I'll switch to single player. There's not really much fun about this. I mean, the funnest part is right now is talking with you guys. This is not my idea of a good time.
Fight!
Can't even get a hit in. It's like, what the hell? Do it. I don't care.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Could have done it with my eyes closed.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Face me.
Okay, Makoto. See what you can do.
When souls collide, chaos erupts.
Let's get this fight started.
You won't get any pity from me.
Battle 1. Fight!
Damn it! What the hell?
Stand. Fight to your last breath. Battle 2. Fight! Stand. Fight to your last breath. Battle 3. Fight!
I'll end this.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Just run with my eyes closed.
I think actually I'm done with this for now. Let's switch over to single player. It'd be better for the stream and for me. That's all we get for that this week. Let's go over to Libra Soul and continue. Have a bit more fun this way. Keep me from getting too salty. Let's see, where were we with this? I guess I'll do this one. Okay. A hammer to metal, Bolta in a bind. Bolta wasn't her usual chipper self. I wonder if there was something I could do to help her as a thank you for all her kindness. Your opponent's high attacks do more damage, but their other attacks are weakened. Defeat them. Will there be any reactions to it? Yes, there's going to be a regular show and a Patreon reaction. That's what you get on Mondays. Am I going to play? I will play as Joker. I'll probably play as everything. As everyone. That's how I operate with fighting games. I just I don't really stick to one in particular. Though I do favor certain characters over others. So yeah, the Fire Emblem characters will probably get more use, as will certain others. But Joker will probably get more use. But I will use just about everyone. The building streets of Kashgar were dyed by the colors of the setting sun. I opened a familiar door, and the ringing of the blacksmith's hammer paused. Welcome. Oh, it's Serendipity. You're a sight for sore eyes. I'm just finishing up. Let's have a drink. Go on, drink up now. Bolta's cheer seemed forced. There was something bothering her, so I asked what it was. She smiled bitterly. Rats. That obvious? The Royal Army wants to take another look at the people who make their equipment, so they're holding an exhibition. That sort of position carries a lot of honor, so I normally leap at the chance, but the competition's stiff. Another smith called Yashin's been making a real name for himself lately. His work isn't great, but his prices can't be beat. I want to go in the opposite direction. This is a smithy with techniques that have been passed down for generations. The effort I put into the metal makes it something special. But my sources of good iron have dried up. There's not much time until the exhibition, and I was wondering how I'd get my hands on some decent material. I asked if I could lend her a hand, and Volta smiled sheepishly. I knew you were a woman I could count on. I didn't want to trouble you, but here we are. Thanks for the help. Fairy Tail one? I've seen, like, most of Fairy Tail. That's the problem with that. And I've read, even further than I've seen, I've read ahead in the manga, so I don't think it'd be a good idea. It would be hard for me to really do that. 2 days' travel from the city was a wide salt lake. Much of it had dried up, leaving a flat... A flat? Well, a flat white, oh. A flat white expanse of land, okay. Cannot read sometimes. This used to be the bottom of the sea, and high-quality iron sand accumulated here over the centuries. This land belongs to the local lord, but he gives us permission to gather sand here today. Yeah, but you didn't get permission from us, so get out of here. You're Assen's thugs. You never give up. I guess we'll have to convince you the hard way. Well, here we go. What was the condition again? I don't even remember. That was a long scene for this game. Taking a while to load, too. There we go. Oh, they're high attack speed damage. Okay. Not that big a deal. Your Lie in April is on the current anime poll. If you're, you can vote for it. So, if it wins, I would definitely do it. Oh, is that really bad news? What's wrong with Germans? Damn you! We won't forget this. Watch your backs. The ruffians uttered one last threat before fleeing the beach. That lot works for Assen, a local mercenary captain. He's of noble birth, but fortune comes and goes, right? Volta muttered as she grasped her pick. Something was on her mind, but this was not the time to pry. The smith dug quickly through the layer of salt, revealing black earth underneath. There we are. Yes, this is the quality I was looking for. I really owe you for this. Thanks. Volta gave me a delighted smile. Okay, got some mead. Can't even get there? Wow. Well, I could maybe get there. But that's the problem of these mountains, I guess. Okay, let's continue with the story. The Wild Girl and the Ruins. We came across what we were looking for not too far from the town. Well, at first glance, it seemed to be an empty ruin. Grow informed me that Aswell had built a laboratory inside. However, it appeared we were not the only ones interested in it. Okay. And there's no condition. The entrance must be hidden around here somewhere. Get searching. I nodded and set out to search the area. Before long, I heard a banging sound and a woman's voice. Oh. Oh, hey, Mina. Yay. Nice. Glad to run into you. I just don't get it. It's gotta be here somewhere. Like here. Hey, yeah, to. Or here. Ha! Hiya! You there. What are you doing? Who are you? Can't you see I'm busy? It's not safe here. Leave, now. Thanks for the advice, but I have business here. Ignoring Rose, she continued to inspect the ruins wall. How many times must I tell you, fool? Who are you calling fool? The name's Sung Mina. I don't know who you are, but if you're looking for a fight, you've got one. If I lose, I'll leave. Deal? Sung Mina readied her weapon. Grove shook his head, then looked over at me. How irritating. I shall leave this one to you, Serendipity. I only kill outsiders. Okay, so gotta fight Mina. Should be fun.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
Close one.
Battle 3. Fight!
Don't run. Hurry up, here you go. You're dead. You're dead. Crushed. Not quite.
And there we go. Okay. You lost. Now leave. Come, Serendipity. That wasn't very... Hopefully there's more Mina than that. I mean, I'm sure there will be. Though we had found the ruins where Dion and Natalie were trapped, a swarm of Malfested would stand between us and our missing companions when we finally managed to get inside. Your opponents have gone berserk, gaining increased attack power. Defeat them all. Okay, great. Here I sense an evil coming from the other side of this wall, and there are signs Dion and Natalie passed through here. We're going in. I walked down dimly lit passages, the walls damp, and the stone floors wobbling with each step. The place had clearly seen better days. It appears that experiments were performed here. However, I see nothing of import. Is that you, sir? Suddenly Dion's muffled voice rang out from behind a wall. Dion, are you alright? Yes, sir. Natalie's with me. Be careful. There are still plenty of Malfested roaming around. Intruder detected. Seize them. Well, that didn't really sound like a very Malfested voice. I turned in surprise to see a horde of Malfested. Master Aswell will want them. These people. Aswell did this to them. They are dangerous. Worry not about us. Flee while you can. Wah! Did I have a main character in this game? Well, yeah, really. I mean, I use everyone, but I think my favorite character, the one I use the most, the moveset I'm best with, is Sung Mina, who I just fought. That's why I gave Serendipity her weapon here. Why is that good news? Anime Poll is ending,
Looking good.
not this Friday, but next Friday. Although I might record the reaction before that, so it might actually technically end before that, at some point. I'll probably wait if it's close. If it's not close, I'll probably just go with the winner and record it in advance. Another one? Or just two? One more. He's breaking Serendipity's shirt.
Looking good. Fresh?
Why do you need 10 pics of that? Our job is done here. Sir, how on earth were you able to defeat so many Malfested? They have been exterminated. That is all you need to know. Now tell me what happened. We found some suspicious documents, but the Malfested ambushed us. Amidst the fighting, we accidentally triggered some sort of trap. A wall dropped down and locked us in here. This room must have served as a prison, because there's no way to open the door from within. Is it just the two of you in there? There's nothing that might help? Yes, it is too dark to see anything clearly, but we found nothing when we searched the room earlier. Gro paused to think, then turned to face me. There must be a way to open it from the outside. When this place was used as a lab, that room likely served a number of purposes. Whether it functioned as a holding cell or a sealed experiment chamber, they needed to open it eventually. The switch must be nearby. We split up to search. A few minutes later, Gro pointed to a part of the floor. Looking closer, I noticed a stone slightly different in color from the others. And there we go. After a quick press, the wall rose to reveal Dion and Natalie. Sir, please forgive us for our failure. We are most grateful for your help. However, I feel you should have left us behind. When you lost contact with us, you must have suspected we had fallen into a trap. It would have been more appropriate to prioritize pursuit of Aswell and call in a rescue party from headquarters to find us. Natalie, you go too far. Sir, your judgment is often clouded when it comes to Aswell, is it not? Our mission is to defeat Aswell. Everything else is secondary. Furthermore, you are a valuable resource. It would have been illogical to leave you behind. Suddenly, the building shook violently, and the floor collapsed. Wonderful. What the? Okay. I dropped? I dropped what?
Your soul surges in your body.
I'm not gonna have a dedicated Pinky Gummy channel on my Discord. That would be, yeah, just not something, not something I'm gonna do. Okay. Sword of Salvation. When I opened my eyes, I could see a hole in the ceiling. That must have been where we had fallen through. It was quite the drop. How do you feel? You appear not to have sustained any severe injuries, but you were unconscious for some time. Try to refrain from making any sudden movements. I asked if Dion and Natalie were okay. Gro nodded. Dion and Natalie returned before long. As expected, we were unable to find a way out. The building was old and unstable to begin with, so it is likely all the fighting above weakened it to the point of collapse. It seems the only way out is up. Well then, get climbing. Hey, you still breathing down there? Say something if you are. The voice came from above. It belonged to the girl we had met outside, sung Mina. We wasted no time in responding. I knew it. I'm going to throw down a rope. You have my gratitude. Thank you. I heard a loud noise, and the whole building collapsed. Talk about a shock. The smoke was crazy, too. But at least you're all safe. I'll accept any praise you want to throw at me. I love you, Mina. Why had you not left? Ack. What happened to our deal? Were you going to scurry in after we had left? No matter. The building is no more. I know not what you sought, but it is too late to enter now. Have you ever heard of Soul Edge? You might know it as a sword of salvation. I came here looking for it. I have to get my hands on it. I heard a rumor that it's around here, so... We searched every corner of that place, but found no trace of this sword. To be blunt, look elsewhere. Of course, if you wish to stay here and dig holes, be my guest. Okay, got it. Thanks. Another dead end. Oh well, I guess it's on to the next place. Catch you another time. To think people would name Soul Edge the Sword of Salvation. But I cannot deny that those rumors exist. I suppose that sword may offer salvation, depending on how it is used, of course. Sir, here are the files we found inside. This mentions the evil seed. Yes, sir. It is a study on the circumstances surrounding the currents of the evil seed. The research seems extensive. This matches our organization's intelligence. Aswell is trying to awaken the evil seed. The problem is how close he is. Perhaps his interest in the astral fissure is linked to this place, to his plan. It is highly likely. We need to report back on what we've learned. No, I never dropped an anime, period. So, yeah, never dropped a poll winner for sure. Oh. Well, eventually I'll have to go back there for a new Mina thing. I can actually get there. Do I want to, though? Let's do these first. The Ming Empire and Europe are connected by a long, winding trade route. If I followed it west, traversing scorching sands and treacherous mountain ranges, eventually I arrived... Oh, I filed, not F. Arrived at a great city of Samarkand, a rich place where people from all over the world gather to trade goods and ideas. They say you can find anything here, for a price. But even in Samarkand, some things are still hard to get. What's this say? I can't read this language yet. In a plaza in the center of the city, a group of people were gathered in front of a notice. Let me see. A handsome reward to those who present to me the item that embodies these words. The queen sits in a glimmering chamber, locked tight within the sturdy walls of her castle. She holds an orb most precious. I like the sound of a handsome reward, but what's the rest supposed to mean? Dunno, I know who's behind this, though. The Western Lord. You know, the one who's always doting on his daughter? Oh, Raphael? Oh yes, I heard one time he ordered food and medicine all the way from Ming. Maybe he wants something from there again. I listened to the crowd chatter while mulling over solutions to the riddle. Eventually I hit upon the idea that this precious orb could be a pearl, and the castle would be the shell that protects it. A Korean weapon merchant I'd once met had told me about a rare food that Korea and Japan exported to the Ming Empire, dried abalone. Abalone shells are extremely tough, but inside they shine like a rainbow. Dried abalone is supposed to be quite the luxury item, but I doubt cost was an issue to this lord. I should probably go see him if I ever find some time. Find some. I guess we'll do this. Samarkand, a city bustling with travelers and merchants. Here, Dion and Ali left us to meet with an informant who claimed to have information on the astral fissures. Head toward the market or the lake? Let's head toward the lake. As I relaxed in the cool shade of a tree, I overheard a couple of men conversing nearby. You heard of the qualifiers? Nah, can't say I have. What are they? My wife says it's the name of some group. Supposedly their leader can heal any malady or injury, and the rest of them practically worship the guy. Sounds like a good bunch to me. Really? Okay, I mean, I guess healing powers, but, yeah, I don't know. Sounds like a cult to me. With the world as it is, we need people out there doing good deeds. After their conversation drew to a close, the two men left. Dion and Ali would no doubt return soon, so I made my way to our rendezvous point. Not long after I met up with Gro, Dion and Natalie appeared. We have discovered a new astral fissure located near Bukhara. Understood. We should prepare to... Serendipity, are you okay? An unbearable pain laced through my head. I dropped to my knees, trying desperately to endure it. After a few moments, the agony faded. It has been a while since you absorbed the power of an astral fissure. Can you stand? I nodded and slowly rose to my feet. Rest a while. Once preparations are complete, we head out. Thank you, Sans. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go here, see what this is. Oh wow, that takes a lot of cash. Maybe I should wait until I'm closer? Nah, I think it's worth it. We'll see. Of course. Criminal invasion. Bandit. Opponent attacks reduce your guard gauge more. Okay. Oh, Heckman, you're available now? Well, that would have been handy a while back. Maybe I'll go back to multiplayer at the end. Maybe I'll be ready after like a while of this. Okay, cool. Sounds like a good idea. Did I ever get the level for that? Yeah, I do. I get this level 27 one. That's definitely better than what I've equipped right now, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. The intrepid merchant, Thomas the Explorer. There was a certain something about Thomas that made him hard not to like. When we reunited, he had gotten himself into trouble yet again. Only high attacks are effective, and your opponent moves more quickly. Okay, cool. It is said that lateens of Tao are ideal for catching the seasonal winds that sweep across the Indian Ocean. As I approached the harbor, I gazed towards the horizon where countless sails blossomed across the surface of the Persian Gulf like the petals of white flowers. Shortly after disembarking, I heard shouting and a commotion. "Wait, get back here, you thief, you scoundrel!" A man darted towards me, clutching a bag, with Thomas in hot pursuit. "Friend, what? Sir..." That's perfect. What serendipity? Please catch that man. Yes, that is my name. He has a friend, huh? Out of my way, loser. So, high attacks. And no, I do not ship Anthro Rarity Anthro Gummy. Crap. Oh, come on. Kick's nice and high.
Battle 2. Fight. Don't piss yourself. Take it.
Wonderful.
I'll let this. Still want to go?
Come on. Ugh. Really failing this time. Ooh. At least I got another go.
Final battle. Fight.
Wanna beat it? How caught are you? So easy.
Wow. Okay, let's just do that kick. It's hard to remember which ones are high attacks. What are my high attacks? What counts as a high attack? That kick is like did as much as my soul edge did. My every card, so edge, critical edge. There we go. The idea of getting a bunch of your community into an MMO and just... I don't know, I've never really done MMOs before, I don't really know. It's just not something I've ever been into. Will there ever be a pull for the Let's Play? Probably not, because I just want to play games that I'm interested in. Oh, I somehow doubt you are. I I don't know. Not gonna comment on that. The thief let go of a bag and fled. Thomas arrived moments later, gasping for breath. Thank you, friend. After our last parting, I bought loads of tea and set sail for Europe. But alas, my ship suffered heavy damage in the storm, stranding me in the open ocean for a fortnight. I thought I was a goner for sure. But I did manage to get my hands on this fine item during my voyage. I'm relieved that I can honor the friendship you've shown me with this paltry offering at least. Consider it yours. Go on, take it. Thomas handed me a bundle. By the way, would you be interested in coming to see my prized vessel? Or at least what's left of it? And perhaps we could then discuss how much you can contribute to its repair costs. Wow. Okay. Zounds, and you're fine donating this much? Boy, was I right to choose you as my friend. You'll be rewarded handsomely for this. Just you wait. It seemed as though I had given him enough to pay for the repairs. Thomas rushed off to the shipwright, grinning from ear to ear. Wonderful. Do I even have money to continue? Can I even get anywhere? I could get there, but I could actually get there. Interesting. Do I want to? How much would that take? Oh, not that much, really. Wow. Okay, let's do it. Let's see who's up here. Criminal invasion. Middle attacks do more damage. Level 40. Wow. Okay. Well, that's great. I think there's a chance of me playing Legends of Equestria on stream. I don't know. I mean, not really sure. Probably not, but maybe. How much was my PS4? I don't even remember. I bought it years ago, but. Okay. I got a level 39 halberd. Wow. Be a while before I'll be able to use that one, but cool. Oh, and another encounter. Another level 40. Pretty much the same battle over again. Kinda close there, but I got it. No, I've already said not gonna be any polls for Let's Plays, because I mean I gotta actually buy games, and I'm gonna buy the ones that I want to play actually. I wish that could be a rule, but no, it can't. We arrived. Schwarzwind Misfits, huh? Walking along a meadow road, I encountered a group of young delinquents attacking a merchant's horse and cart. The brigands were supposedly part of an infamous gang of thieves. Only middle attacks are effective. Okay. It looked as though there was trouble on the road up ahead. As I got closer, I noticed two young men attempting to pull what appeared to be a merchant from his carriage. What are you doing? Stop! We recognize that crest, you royal lapdog. You're bleeding us dry and getting fat on what you take from us. Because of you filthy merchants and aristocrats, we commoners don't even have enough money for food. But you know, we're reasonable people. You leave the carriage and your cargo here, and we'll let you escape with your life. How dare you, you little thugs? Who do you think I... Ugh. Shut your trap, you dirty miser. Enraged, the two knocked the merchant unconscious. It was then I decided to intervene. I stepped in front of the two men. What, you here to save this guy or something? In that case, you're an enemy of Schwarzwind. Middle attacks is a lot easier. Most of the normal attacks I'd use are middle attacks. The two men who called themselves members of the Schwarzwind put up quite a fight, but in the end I was able to incapacitate them. As I contemplated what to do with them, I was approached by a group of 3 people. Armed girl. I'm sorry to trouble you, but would you mind handing those 2 fools over to us? The likely leader of the group, a young woman, stepped forward and introduced herself. My name is Salia. Those 2 men are former comrades of mine. After leaving our group, they've been causing trouble and sullying the good name of Schwarzwind. We came here to put an end to that. They're idiots, that's for sure, but I'm to blame for not keeping a tighter leash on them. I intend to take them back and ensure they get a proper punishment. So if you wouldn't mind... I agreed to the young woman's passionate plea and stepped away from the 2 men. Thank you. I apologize for the trouble they've caused you. I was curious as to what kind of group Schwarzwind was. When I asked the young woman, she quickly looked away. I'm grateful you didn't take the lives of these men, but our group is a separate matter altogether. If you truly want to know more about us, then you'll have to come to our headquarters. The young woman proceeded to tell me the location of the group's base of operations, then carried away the 2 unconscious men.
Surges in your body.
I'm gonna do Doki Doki Literature Club eventually. That is something I'm definitely interested in. It just has to be the right time. It has to come between bigger games. Like when I'm done with Valkyria Chronicles, if there's still room between that and Fire Emblem, then I'll probably do it then. It depends on when Fire Emblem comes out. Okay. Any other new scene ones? No. go here. Counter. I'd like to do the Little Witch Academia game eventually too. We'll see. That's probably not as high priority now, but it is something I would like to play. That's probably not gonna happen. Devil May Cry, I don't know. I'm not convinced. Very interesting character design on this bandit here. Yeah, I've reacted to several videos from Venom Melon, though not really recently. I should probably get back to that, actually, but you'll find a playlist where I did a bunch of Venom Melon stuff. Alright. All the way up in England here. Fading Light. While searching for information on the Cursed Sword, the name of a mansion in the British Empire came up time and time again. Perhaps I could find some clues there. With that in mind, I set off. Oh, am I gonna fight Ivy? That'd be cool. Your opponent's attacks are effective against guards. Defeat all opponents. I heard rumors of a place in the British Empire that might have something to do with the Cursed Sword. When I arrived, I found a ruined mansion. Out of courtesy, I knocked before entering the seemingly abandoned building. Inside, I found an old portrait on the walls and furniture covered in dust. When I reached the central courtyard, I heard footsteps. Oh no, we got a mystery man. What do we have here? A guest? It has been ever so long. Are you a friend of Lord Valentine? May I inquire as to your name? The man spoke politely, but he had a dangerous air about him. I gave my name, careful not to take my eyes off of him. Oh, how surprisingly candid of you. My name is Fiddler. Is it now? Fiddler, okay. Since you've come all this way, I feel I should tell you a bit about the place. This was once the state of the renowned merchant and noble Lord Valentine. See that crest? It once adorned the prows of merchant galleons in harbors from London to Venice, and the world beyond. He was brilliant, but sadly grew erratic not long after he began his research into the alchemical arts. His wits faded as his obsession for something called soul edge grew. He squandered his fortune and died of sickness along with his beloved wife. And now, well, see for yourself what has become of his legacy. He had an exceptionally beautiful young daughter, but no one knows what became of her. Some say his madness transformed itself into his daughter's curse. Anyway, I believe I've amused myself enough for today. Miser, be a dear and help me flank this fool. Oh. I glanced over my shoulder and was shocked to see a young woman dressed in Eastern garb standing right behind me. It looked like the fiddler had been buying time until his partner showed up. Woman named Miser. You're as cowardly as ever, Fiddler, but you were wise to wait for me. You see, friend, this is our, what do you call it? Secret base? Yeah, that sounds about right. Now that you've seen us, we simply can't let you leave alive. You face number 8, Fiddler the Butcher now. Fiddler the Butcher. I am known as number 5, the Breaker. Let's do this. So is this the same Miser from previous Soul Calibur? Like, I think, was it 4 or 3? I don't know. We'll have to see. I forget what she even looked like. Or if it was a she. I really don't know. I just know there was a character with that name. Don't remember Fiddler, though. Kind of a bit close there, but we got there. And then... Not bad. I'm impressed you could hold your own against both of us. Although I had managed to hold off their attacks thus far, these two were incredibly skilled fighters. I was considering just how to make my escape when a shout rang out from somewhere in the house. Hey, stop playing around, you idiots. Number 3's almost back. A large man wielding a giant sword appeared in a window at the top of the mansion. Next to him stood a crafty-looking old man with a monocle. If Shylock comes back and sees us held off by this peon, he'll kill us for sure. Bilk, Greed, lend us a hand here, if you please. There was no way I'd survive if my opponent's numbers grew further. I made a split-second decision and bolted for the exit. How long I ran, I don't know. It didn't appear that I was being pursued, but I thought it wise not to stop until I was far, far away. I don't know who those people in the mansion were, but they were too good to be mere thieves or bandits. And now that they knew my face and my name, it would be in my best interest to never go near that place again. Alright. Well. Can I not get here? Wonder why not. We have to go here first. Okay. He who comes from darkness, the knight with the evil eye. I met a man fleeing through the dark forest from some unseen assailant. He looked a breath away from losing his mind in terror. Okay. Opponents' health and attack bar have been decreased, but their health depletes over time. Have been increased, oh, that makes more sense. Yeah, they were decreased. Help! I was walking along the road through a moonlit forest when a large man came stumbling out of the woods ahead of me. A monster! My friends, they... I could make out two blood-red pinpoints of light in the darkness behind the man. Approaching with terrifying speed, the thick smell of blood filled the air as it neared. I raised my weapon just in time to meet its attack. Already they're posting... What? Is that a thing? Turkey? Turkey hentai. I don't really... I don't believe you. I don't believe that's happening. Yes, I've seen Devil as Part-Timer. Pretty good show.
Looking good.
There we go. Whoa. I've already answered that question, so I'm not going to answer it again. I don't have my tablet near me, and checking DMs would be hard right now, so I'm going to pass on that. You defeated that monster. How could? You're not one yourself, are you? Huh. Huh. The man sank to the ground. Despite his attempt to lighten the mood, I could see him trembling in fear. What horrors could he have seen? After resting a few moments, he told me what happened. I'm a guard in a town nearby. Not long ago, we lost contact with a village on the other side of this forest. A few of us went to see, if something had happened. The man explained that they arrived at the village too late. The bodies of the villagers laid everywhere, all of them split in two by something with incredible strength. The streets ran red with blood and gore. We were burying bodies. That makes more sense. That's a better thing to do. Then, a bunch of monsters just like that one jumped out of nowhere, and they slaughtered everyone. I ran so hard. I heard one scream, then another, then another, then another. I did my best to calm him down, and asked if he had any other information. Occasionally there was talk, whole villages and towns just being wiped out in one night. We all assumed it was bandits or something. He paused before continuing. Some say the Azure Knight's behind it, that he uses a giant sword with a huge eye in it to claim people's souls. It all sounded like stuff of fairy tales, or the mad ramblings of a drunk yelling at the moon. But after what I saw back there, I took the shaken man back to his village, then returned to the road. The Azure Knight, a reaper of souls. If what he had heard was true, we were no doubt destined to meet sooner or later. I set off, bracing myself for the harsh road ahead. No, I don't make polls for games. I just buy what I'm interested in. Anthro, I'm okay with it if it's good. It really depends, I would say. I can't get here from there? How does that work? I guess I'll go up here instead. I came across a devastated town while following rumors of the Azure Knight. Fresh corpses littered the area, staining the ground red with blood. Even though my instincts were screaming at me to flee, I knew the perpetrator of this tragedy had to be nearby. Only a critical edge attack can finish your opponent. Defeat them. Oh, and a critical edge is that special move, I think. And it's level 60? What the hell? Wow. This might be hard. Let's give it a try, though. I stood among a sea of butchered bodies and stared down at the trails of blood leading from the plaza to the forest behind the church. Guttural howls echoed through the darkness. Crimson chunks of what were once human bodies were scattered like leaves around me. I was stunned by the awful carnage, but forced my stubborn legs to take one step, then another. I walked with a rising sense of dread, an evil aura growing stronger, closer. No, I don't want to die. Stay away! Stay away! Ooh. The silvery light of the moon glinted off an armored form ahead of me. The knight held the limp, pathetic form of his victim in one giant monstrous hand, then crushed the corpse without the slightest exertion. The massive blade the knight held seemed to writhe, and then it split as the colossal eye blinked open. It rolled about wildly before catching sight of me. I gagged on the thick, cloying stench of evil swirling around this creature. There was no mistaking it. This was the Azure Knight. So really, I'm encountering Nightmare on an expedition mission, just a side quest, not part of the main story. That's kind of weird. Azure Knight, your soul belongs to me. The knight slowly turned towards me. His eyes were two pinpoints of blood-red light, and as they looked at me, I knew I'd become his prey. Alright, well this seems a bit premature and a bit weird just in general. No, I've never played any Metal Gear Solid, honestly. Why? Why would you send me that? I don't want to see that. Oh, crap. I don't see myself... If I beat this guy, it's like beating Dog, I think. Level 60 Nightmare. See, maybe he's a little easier than Dog. Seems a bit more doable. I might actually do this. Crap. Well, I can do this. I'm not going to do it this time, but I can do it.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
I don't have enough for a critical edge. That's the hard part. Getting that meter
The soul
full.
of a warrior now lays here to rest.
This is definitely doable, but it's going to be hard. Not my best effort here. Yeah, that was poor.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Crap. Oh god, I'm doing worse each time, it feels
The
like.
soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
I got this, though. Not typically, I don't play a lot of scary games. As for game suggestions, well, there's Persona 5, Valkyria Chronicles 4, I mean, that's all I played recently. I'm kind of stretching if we call Persona 5 recent, but it's been a while now.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
This is a level 60 opponent, Heckman. It's not that... I don't think there's any shame here. It's double my level in this game.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
I mean, I think a PS4 is worth it. It's lots of good games.
Looking good. Rest.
Need to get that meter up. Crap. Why does that so... Why is it so slow?
The soul of a warrior now lays here to
there.
rest.
That's the real hard part of this. You have to end him with a critical edge.
Looking good.
God damn it! That's been so good there, but the meter wasn't going fast enough anyway.
Now lays here to rest. The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
That was not the right move to open up with.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Ah, too many dog flashbacks here.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
As well, I mean, I don't really know the character very well yet, but his moveset's cool. One I use a lot for character creations because it's like magical. A lot of people use magic that are worth making.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
This is hard. I mean, I'd already have it if it weren't for the damn critical edge rule. Now it's really like that dog. Crap.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest. The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
figure out what raises this faster. I think this might. Yeah, that does a lot to the meter. Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, I got it. Crap, let's go. Okay, well now I know how to raise it at least. That's good.
The soul of a warrior now
I just
lays
used
here
that thing.
to rest.
That does it pretty easily. And then I just gotta get him in the right health. Crap. I should probably. I gotta fight too. I just gotta work those in. It's not gonna make this easy. Crap. And I actually have to win the exchange too. That's the other thing. It's kind of a bit of luck.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Crap! He used his. It's not how it's supposed to go. So close that time. The meter just was almost there. Yeah, just shut up, Nightmare.
Now lays here to rest.
Ugh. You have to be that cheap. Really. Really is.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
So familiar. Ugh.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
That is true. YouTube. That's a pretty good. Well, this isn't the right one. This is.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Wanna beat it?
God, he blocked it. Damn it. Okay, I can do it. Why?
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Why did he have to block that one attack? I had it that time. Freaking everything went well. Getting frustrated. What happened there? I used the bar? I pushed it, but I didn't even do anything. God damn it. This is such a stupid thing that I haven't beat. That should be enough. I'm not rage quitting anything, I would keep trying. That's the opposite of rage quitting. If I gave up, that would be rage quitting. Oh, I hate that girl.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
There we go. Is that gonna be enough though? Yes, there it is. Finally. I did it. Yeah, you have to end him with that special move I did there. That's why he wasn't dying before. That was the only way to beat him, is to use that. Need more souls. The Azure Knight staggered to his feet. I had inflicted a mortal blow, one that no human could survive, and yet as the Azure Knight faced me, I could see my attacks hadn't even slowed him. If I stayed here, I knew I would fight until death finally claimed me. My heart was consumed by terror and despair, and my limbs grew weak with fear. Oh. Okay. I mean, I don't really want to run away, but, no, it's fine. The outcome of the battle was inevitable. The inhuman knight charged at me like a beast, and exhausted as I was, I could not avoid the blow. I heard the crunching of bone as he slammed into me, and the world blurred and dimmed around me. Oh. The next instant, a dull pain lanced through my skull. The Azure Knight gripped my head in his massive hand. Yeah, this maybe wasn't a very good idea. The nightmare will devour your soul. I could feel myself, my very essence, being devoured by an irresistible evil. Everything began to grow dim, and then I gotta be rescued by someone, I guess. I'm too stupid to run, apparently. When I awoke, I was alone. My memories were cloudy and muddled. I could not even remember the location of that massacre. To this day, I sometimes hear the voice of the Azure Knight calling out to me from the darkness of the night. But when I turn, there's nothing there. Was he even real, or just a nightmare? Well, he was a nightmare. Or perhaps I died that day, and my life now is nothing but a twisted, endless dream. However, no matter how hard I search, the answer is forever beyond my reach. Yeah, luckily not a bad end. Somehow I survived that. Just one level, though. I can't get back there, apparently. Can I get over here? I was under the impression that if it didn't have the face, then these were just generic ones, but some of these do have names other than In Search of Strength. I could actually go there. That's weird. So let's try and go here and see if maybe that's how you access this place. I like Dragon Ball, okay. It's not really something I've been into for a while, but I grew up on it. Okay. Condition on this battle. Might be. My text feels good. Have I heard of DJ FFNI? No, I have no idea what that even is. Okay. The Cursed. As I looked around the curio merchant's store, my eyes fell upon a sword that locals believed to be cursed. Its name, Soul Edge. Your opponents have reduced attack power, but their attacks are poisonous. Okay. The antique shop was located in a merchant city along the coast. The shop was filled to the brim with various oddities, paintings and carvings, sets of armor, foreign pottery, strange masks, and other wares. But one object caught my eye, a sword decorating the shop wall. The merchant saw my gaze fixed on it and approached me. See something you fancy? That sword is known as Soul Edge. Somehow I doubt that. I doubt you have Soul Edge in your store, especially since I just fought Nightmare, and he definitely had it. It's an extremely rare blade. Legends say that the now deceased merchant, Virtue, I think? Yeah, that's, Voldo's guy, right? Spent his entire life trying to get his hands on it, and he even commissioned the pirate Cervantes to search for the sword. Unfortunately for Virtue, once Cervantes found the sword, he refused to give it up. The shop owner silently lowered his voice. Truth is, some say this sword is cursed, that it kills all who wield it. I've sold this thing to many people, but it keeps finding its way back into my shop. The previous owners, they all died. Locals have started calling it the Cursed Sword. So, you believe in curses. I see. Quite the bold one, aren't you? Then maybe you're the one to wield the blade. So how about it? Would you like to make a purchase? I examined the sword once more. I could sense nothing. It was just a simple blade. It was evident to me that this was not Soul Edge. Obviously, yeah. When I informed the shop owner that it was a forgery, an ugly look flashed across his face. Just when I thought I found another sucker. Alright, boys, get out of here. Get out here. Several brawny men appeared from the back of the shop. Sorry, it's just business. I can't have you leaving here and spreading rumors about me. That would hurt my bottom line. Yes, yeah, that is an interesting marketing strategy there. All my customers died by this sword. Very, very unusual business. Okay, that sounds kind of cool. I mean, hip-hop influenced 3D action fighting game. That's definitely unique. Okay. Got that one done. You beat them all by yourself? That's not possible. After being handed over to the authorities, the shop owner revealed everything about his sinister scheme. He'd claimed the sword was cursed, sell it at a bargain price, kill those who bought it, and take the blade back to sell again. Wow, that's wonderful. You're a great guy. Thus giving some sort of credence to the fabricated curse. There were many curious men and women who were eager to own such an oddity and paid for it with their lives. The blade was not Soul Edge, however the curse was real, a curse born from the minds of men. Taking this lesson to heart, I continued on my journey. Would I consider trying Dragon Ball Xenoverse? I don't know. I mean, if I was going to try a Dragon Ball game, it'd probably be that Dragon Ball Fighters. That looks cool. It's like Arc Systems. I like their stuff, so that would probably be pretty good. But I'm probably not going to do it anyway. Okay, here I can finally access this. From the ocean. From the sea. The Mediterranean. I guess because of the mountains, it's hard to get in it otherwise. Schwarzwind. I traveled into the Black Forest in search of Schwarzwind's hideout. Eventually I came across an old castle lit by torchlight. What kind of group would hold themselves up in a place like this, and why? Wall hits do much more damage for both you and your opponents, and your opponents move more quickly. Okay, wonderful. Who's my favorite Dragon Ball Z abridged character? I don't know. I mean, I think I want to say Piccolo. I just find him pretty amusing in general. Also, probably one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z characters, so that helps. I could see lights shining through the trees from deep within the forest. It appeared as though the information I received earlier about the location of Schwarzwind base could be trusted after all. Several young people were gathered in front of what looked to be the headquarters. As I approached the building, paying no mind to the frosty stares of the sentries, I happened upon a tall young man seated on a wine barrel by the entrance. Who the hell are you? I told the man about my encounter with Salia and that she had instructed me to come here. Oh, so you're the one that stopped those two clowns. Glad you came. The name's Landau. We're looking forward to you joining us. It seemed the man misunderstood the reason for my coming. When I tried to ask him what he meant by joining, he quickly stood up. Alright, chumps, let's give her the usual treatment. Alright. So good. Now I'm fighting myself. Yeah, you fail. Phew, you're pretty good. You're almost as good as I am, and only Siegfried's even bested me. We could really use someone like you. It appeared this was some sort of crude initiation. I was about to explain to him that he was mistaken about my reasons for coming here, when I heard a voice call out from afar. Landau, what are you doing? This person is not a new recruit. Huh? Well, you said the other day that you found a good one. This is her, right? I mean, she's really strong. All I said was that it would be nice if she joined us. I never said that she was actually going to. Huh, so that's what you meant. I'm sorry for putting you through that, then. I'm so sorry that another member of our group has caused you more trouble. I told her I didn't mind, and once again asked her about Schwarzwind. Schwarzwind is a group of like-minded individuals gathered under the banner of our commander Siegfried. Truthfully, at first we were little more than a band of thieves and misfits that meddled in the affairs of corrupt aristocrats and merchants who had a stranglehold on the population. One night, under cover of darkness, Schwarzwind attacked a group of knights returning from a long campaign. Siegfried led the charge, overwhelmed their commander, and slew him. As if the heavens were celebrating his victory, the moonlight shone on the face of the man Siegfried had triumphantly killed. That commander was none other than Siegfried's long-lost father. The realization that he had murdered his own father destroyed Siegfried. After that, he disappeared, and we still don't know where he is. I can still hear the grief-stricken screams he let out that night. Ugh, so many reading fails. But I believe that he will return someday, and it is important for us to be there for him when he does, because without us, he would have no one to return to. And that's why we were working as mercenaries for the people here. Well, of course, still operating as Schwarzwind. Salia is filling in as our leader while Siegfried is away. But leading this kind of life can be pretty boring at times. So some members go off and do their own thing. That's why we thought it would be nice if you joined us, as a way to raise group morale. I told them while I was honored, I would have to turn them down. I was on a quest of my own. Just to let you know, the reason you told us about your base is because the reason we told you about our base is because we know you're strong and we feel we can trust you. we thought we should show you this place and invite you to join us after telling you more about our group. Once you complete the quest you're on, please come back. We'll be waiting for you. Yeah, you're always welcome here.
Your soul surges in
Do
your
I have any
body.
gay ships? Well, in Fate Apocrypha, I was shipping Astolfo and Sieg. That was a thing. I mean, I guess I'm pretty okay with Bakugo and Kirishima. That seems to make a lot of sense. So, yeah, why not? So what's down here? Is this worth doing? Oh wow, that's gonna take a lot of money.
A warrior stands in your way.
Can I name any hip-hop artists that you know? I probably know most of the famous ones, I'm not gonna, like, name them off. I don't live under a rock, I know, like, the big ones. Lots of encounters. Ooh. What the hell?
The soul of a warrior. Now
Why
lives
did
here.
I wasn't paying attention? Was there like a special condition on that, or did I just have no health? Did it carry over from the last fight? Well, okay, I guess that's the end of that expedition. How do I feel about the LGBT in Ruby? Well, I mean, I think it's cool. I assume you mean the new couple that was introduced. I don't really see it as something to get all that excited about, honestly. I mean, I'm not really one to get excited just about gay people existing. It's like specific relationships between characters that I'm invested in that really gets me hyped. So, I mean, even a small Bumblebee moment would probably be a bit more like actual hype for me. Though, I mean, it's cool. It's cool that they're doing that, I guess. I mean, I kind of hope that something comes of these characters, that they're actually kind of important in some way to the story. I don't want them to be just there to just be there. But I guess we'll see. Well, you still want to play, Heckman? We can go back to multiplayer, I guess. you're up for it. I mean, I don't want to go back to it, but it's just gonna be dog. But okay, good. The Chapter 8 reaction, it's not as long as some. It's just like 30 some minutes. Not. I didn't go on that too long for it. Okay, so let's go back to online to finish out. And I'll send you a link too, dog, don't worry. What about straight relationships between the main characters other than Rose Garza and Leia? Well, I mean, I don't want any straight relationships between with Blake or Yang. I don't care about Weiss. Weiss, if they want to pair Weiss with like Jean or something, I'd be fine with that.
Stage of history retold.
But Blake and Yang, I'm pretty just completely sold on the Bumblebee thing. So, not really a fan of anything else. And that's great to know, dog. Very important detail to share there. Okay, so what's heckling? Oh, okay. We got a skeleton. No, my point was that I'm just too into the Bumblebee to really want any kind of straight relationship with either Yang or Blake. Was that's supposed to be Ainz? I don't quite see it. I mean, it is a skeleton, but
The desire for power leads the
let me take
warriors
another
to the
look.
arid desert.
Yeah, I don't know.
You think you can beat me?
Oh, hey, Ruby.
Battle 1. Fight!
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Battle 2. Fight!
Come on, Ruby.
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Battle 3. Fight!
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Battle 4. Fight!
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
I'm the strongest.
That you are, Ruby.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Let it pick another random one. Alright.
I'll give you a challenge.
Velvet. Sticking with our Ruby characters. And who is that? Subaru. Oh, from Konosuba? Or no, from ReZero. Yeah, that's Subaru. What's the guy in Konosuba's name? I don't even remember.
The winds fan the flames of the warriors' fighting spirits.
I won't hold back.
I mean, you might be able to make Deadpool.
Trust me.
Possibly.
You won't be disappointed.
Battle 1. Fight!
This is it. Got it.
Stand. Fight to your last breath. Battle 2. Fight!
Yeah, you got one there.
Victory goes to the last one standing. Battle 3. Fight!
Crap.
On my honor. Be gone.
Wow.
Rest. Need help?
Oh yeah, I heard about the Super Best Friends play. Unfortunate. Okay, Velvet kind of struggling now.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized. Battle 4. Fight!
I'll end this. Brace yourself. Go down. My specialty.
Stand. Fight to your final battle. Fight!
Have I seen her Soul Charge Critical Edge? No, I don't think I've seen many people Soul Charge Critical Edge.
On my honor.
We need 2 full bars for that, which I do sometimes have. Maybe I should try and do that. I didn't know it was different,
Show
honestly.
respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
Splendid show of skill.
Okay, and Dog's in here now. Okay, well, back to this.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
I mean, I did have all that practice beating that level 60 nightmare, so maybe that'll help. Probably not, though. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, with the whole channel being super best friends, and it originally being two best friends, that the reason is that they're not friends. That's just, yeah.
Ready when you are.
Oh hey, Ochiko. Ochiko.
The cacophony of battle cuts through the deathly silence in an invitation to madness.
This should be a good fight.
Don't underestimate me.
Battle 1. Fight!
Gotcha!
Well, damn.
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Oh, okay, so it's just Killigan as well.
Battle
Good to know.
fight!
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
Battle 3. Fight! This is it. This is it.
I hate that you can't block that like the other ones. I really, really hate that.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Just done with my eyes closed.
First thoughts when I saw Ruby and MHA. Well, Ruby, first thing I saw was the trailers, and I was pretty impressed just from that. It was like really a lot of cool spectacle, and I figured I'd be into it right from the start. I mean, bunch of cool, interesting
Welcome to the stage of history.
characters, all female, doing some awesome stuff. It was great. As for my hero, I mean, the first episode, it did enough, I think, to interest me. I don't think I was in love from the start, but it was definitely interesting. Oh, generic mummy? That's great. And it's just called Mummy. Very, very creative.
When souls collide, chaos erupts.
You won't get any pity from me. Battle 1. Fight! This is it. Damn you!
Yeah.
Battle 2.
Fight!
Oh yeah, people have told me about that Mordecai in Adventure Time. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
Battle
3, fight! The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely. You did no
Alright. Oh, passing. Do I think before the end of the stream I could go into
Welcome
training
to the
mode
stage of history
and try this
retold.
little... I don't know. I think I'm gonna mostly just do this.
What have you got?
Hey, Yang. Kanye West. Okay. Okay. Yeah. What games am I looking forward to next year? Well, chiefly Fire Emblem,
Warriors cross swords beneath the
the new
gaze of
one,
the ancient gods.
3 Houses or whatever it is.
You will die.
But
A little lesson in humility.
probably something else. I mean, I don't know.
Battle 1. Fight!
Deal. Try again.
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Battle 2. Fight!
Why did I guard that? Damn it, that's an undodgeable. Ugh. I'm an idiot.
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Battle 3. Fight!
At least you took some of Yang's clothes off. Yeah, that's Heckman. He made Kanye West.
Not come easily.
I,
It must be seized.
Battle 4. Fight!
in the glory.
And Yang beats Kanye West. As it should be.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
If already gets anybody. I mean, if I do get either of those, I'll try and do it.
Ready when you are.
Let's see. Okay, Haru. I mean, if I'm up against Heckman, I might be able to. Dog, I don't think it's gonna happen.
The cacophony of battle cuts through the deathly silence in an invitation to madness.
This should be a good fight.
My, you look like fun.
Battle 1. Fight! Victory will not come easily. It must be seized. Battle 2. Fight!
God damn it.
Victory goes to the last one standing. Battle 3. Fight!
I know you. Absurd! This will hurt. I will not lose.
Wait, my time!
You like this? You like this?
There we go.
Victory will not come
This is my
easily.
main
It
moveset,
must
so I
be
gotta
seized.
get at least one.
Battle 4. Fight! The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
Running with my eyes closed.
The final games, some of them are
Welcome to the
connected, but most
stage of
aren't.
history
Most are
retold.
just, it's just the gameplay is similar.
This'll be a...
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that works. Sorry, Yusu. I mean, it's just a lizard man. Have I tried Geralt? Yeah, well, I've tried his weapon style. I played as him once, yeah. His weapon style is on several custom characters.
You won't get any pity from me.
Battle 1. Fight!
Damn you!
I'm not sure he'd use the ninja weapon, but...
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Battle 2. Fight!
Victory goes to the
Battle 3. Fight!
Yeah, Lulu, fresh Lulu, she's pretty great. I don't think you can make her. There are no... I don't think you can do females and then...
claim victory and bask in the glory.
Even if you could, I doubt they would look like Lulu, who was very distinctive.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
This'll be a pleasure.
This fight's mine.
Okay, again with Mina style. Let's go, Toru. It's Dragon Maid time.
Leads the warriors to the arid desert.
Okay, let's get this started.
You won't get any pity from me. Battle 1. Fight! Damn you!
God damn it. We were both trying to ring out at each other, and he got it. And that could have, if I was just a little bit closer, that would have done it, probably. And I held it. Oh, and now you broke her top. Part of it, at least. God damn it. God damn it.
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Doing the wrong move.
Battle 3. Fight! This is it.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I survived that?
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so.
You're pretty late. But this stream's almost gonna end. I've just got like 20 more minutes till I gotta go. When am I gonna watch
Welcome
Samurai
to the
Jack?
stage of history.
I do gotta get to that. That's something a lot of people seem to want. And I don't think I necessarily need someone to pay for it either on Patreon. Because it is based on a series that I react to. It is a fan work. It is eligible for a fan work slot. So I'll try and get to that soon, hopefully. Who is that? Finn, okay, I guess I get that. Well, Finn gets to fight Weiss.
The cacophony of battle cuts through the deathly silence in an invitation to madness.
Let's get this fight started.
Bring it on.
Use the same weapon, too. Interesting.
Battle 1. Fight!
Damn you.
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Battle 2. Fight!
This is nothing. Stay down. Got it.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
Battle 3. Fight!
Now you'll stay down. Got it. Aha. Got it. Stop.
No mercy. No mercy.
You get 2 bars, okay.
Give it up.
Got it.
Death blow.
Stand.
Battle 4. Fight!
Got it.
Go Weiss.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so
Whatever
bravely.
happened to Finn's dad? Well, he became, like, he ascended to a higher plane of existence. With the Catalyst comment. Yeah, that one season finale. I mean, there was no follow-up on that, but that's what happened, I guess. Never really went anywhere, but that's what happened to him.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Oh,
Soul of
crap.
Xianghua.
I didn't mean to pick Serendipity, but that's fine.
Ready when you are.
I pushed the button one too many times. Oh, and if Persona 5 was... I've heard that name before. I might have to watch that. That is something that people have suggested a few times. Could be a good fan work reaction.
The cacophony of battle cuts through the deathly silence in an invitation to madness.
This should be a good fight.
Alright,
You
sir.
think you can beat me?
Battle
You
one.
probably can't.
Fight.
You're dead.
This is it. Damn you. This is it.
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Battle two. Fight.
And taking Serendipity's clothes off.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
Yeah, I know about Joker and Smash. I think that's pretty awesome.
Battle three. Fight. Ready.
Don't underestimate.
Don't wait. My time.
You're dead. Want a beating? Sorry. You're dead.
Yeah.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Not too shabby.
Plus, you have to watch Blaze Blue Slice of Life.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Blaze Blue
retold.
Slice of Life as a fan work. I didn't know that was a thing. That's the first time I've heard of that one. Blaze Blue Slice of Life, huh? Sounds entertaining. No, I've never played any Kid Icarus game. I only know the character from Smash.
Your soul to me.
No, I mean, that's not... You're not gonna bribe me into it with that, dog.
Sword, quench your thirst.
You won't get any pity from me.
Battle 1. Fight!
Not yet. Never. Perish.
Battle 2. Fight!
Something of fine sacrifice.
No, not really. I don't know about those mini consoles. Besides, I'm already kind of... I don't really have time for a lot of video games, so even if it has some good ones on it, I just really want to have time to play it.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Probably won't get to it this weekend, but now that I know about it, I'll consider it going forward. We'll see. This is the first time I've heard of it, so probably won't be an immediate thing.
This will be a pleasure.
Come, let's be off.
Okay, Luna.
The desire for power leads the warriors to the arid desert.
You wish to fight me?
You won't get any pity from me.
Battle 1. Fight!
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Battle 2. Fight!
Victory will not come easily.
A little punch is enough to knock me out of the ring.
Battle 3. Fight!
You can't.
God damn it.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
No, I haven't seen that. I've heard of that. It, might get to it eventually, I don't know. there? Okay, there we go. Oh, there's a super chat? Okay.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Oh, cool. Happy holidays, friend, from Applejack Shaners. Thank you very much, my friend there. I really appreciate it. $10. That's pretty good. Who do we got?
Face me.
Oh, Reen. Tosaka Reen. Hex just going random. Yeah, I caught that. I thanked them already.
A history of conflict repeats itself at this old sea keep.
Let's get this fight started.
Are you sure? You asked for it.
Battle 1. Fight!
Top of
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
Battle 2. Fight!
Victory goes to
Battle 3. Fight! Fight!
claim victory and bask in the glory.
Here's the sabotage one's victory.
Okay, we got time for one more match.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Who's it gonna pick? favorite female Blaze Blue character besides Rachel?
Ready when you are.
Oh, Diana, okay. Well, I mean, I kind of like 9, but I mean, I also like Lychee, and I don't know, Bullet is pretty great. It's hard to pick just one.
The cacophony of battle cuts through the deathly silence in an invitation to madness.
This should be a good fight.
Battle 1. Fight!
Noelle's cool. I like her
Fight
too.
to
I
your
mean,
last breath.
maybe I should try and make some more Blaze Blue characters in this
Battle
game.
2.
I never made. Oh, I actually don't make a single Blaze Blue character. I haven't made one. I tried making Rachel, but I failed. I didn't really ever try anyone else. I think I might have tried 9. Because he got the hat, but I just wasn't really satisfied with it.
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Battle 3. Fight!
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Who's my least favorite Blaze Blue character?
Battle 4.
I don't know.
Fight!
I don't think I hate. I'm not crazy about Jane, honestly.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
Well, there we go. That's gonna be the last match. Pretty fun stream. All Might's great. I mean, I like, yeah. All Might's really cool. There we go. Pretty good stream. I had fun. And the online play is definitely a lot more fun when we have Heckman in there. It's not just Dog. That got to be a bit hard to take. But the second time around, it was a lot more fun. And yeah, so single player, pretty good. So good stuff all around. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Let me know if you did. And see you in the next one. Oh, that's not the right button. There we go. And stop.